What up, everyone? This is Mr. Lord, Dr. Professor, Dark Joker, with another edition of Where, Pick, and Dare, where I pick games for the various games that are occurring tomorrow. Whether it's football, baseball, basketball, basically whatever games I want to pick, I will pick them. With all that being said, on with the video. MLB. Detroit Tigers versus Cleveland Guardians. The Tigers have a 59.5% chance to win, and the Guardians have a 40.5% chance to win. This is at Cleveland for pitchers. Screwball for the Tigers has an ERA of 2.23 and whip of .88. And Williams for the Guardians has an ERA of 3.06 and a whip of 1.28. So good pitching for both teams. I'd say it's like a .83 difference in the ERA. Uh, hmm. Yeah, that is a big difference there. So I say it might be advantage in favor of the Tigers, despite the home field advantage that the Guardians have. I think with the pitching advantage, I think the Tigers will beat the Guardians tomorrow. Boston Red Sox versus Toronto Blue Jays. The Red Sox have a 44% chance to win, and the Blue Jays have a 56% chance to win. This is at Toronto for pitchers. Giolito for the Red Sox has an ERA of 3.46 and whip of 1.28. And Galspin for the Blue Jays has an ERA of 3.38 and whip of 1.01. So good pitch for both teams. Not really significant difference here. So I think home field advantage is a big thing here. So I think the Blue Jays will beat the Red Sox tomorrow. New York Mets versus Chicago Cubs. The Mets have a 39.1% chance to win, and the Cubs have a 60.9% chance to win. This is at Chicago for pitchers. Pearson for the Mets has an ERA of 3.98 and a whip of 1.34. And Horton for the Cubs has an ERA of 2.66 and a whip of 1.1. So good pitcher for both teams, but a definite advantage for the Cubs. So I say with home field advantage and pitching advantage, I think the Cubs will beat the Mets tomorrow. Los Angeles Dodgers versus Arizona Diamondbacks. The Dodgers have a 52.6% chance to win, and Diamondbacks have a 47.4% chance to win. This is at Arizona for pitchers. Ohtani for the Dodgers has an ERA at 3.29 with a 1.07, and Pafat has an ERA of 5.02 and a whip of 1.34. Now, Ohtani has only pitched in 41 innings this year, while Pafat has pitched in 166 and two-thirds. So let's look at Ohtani's career. So for his career, he has an ERA at 3.03 and a whip of 1.08. So with those numbers, that's good pitching for Ohtani and terrible pitching for Pafat. So it's a definite pitching advantage for the Dodgers. So despite the home field advantage that the Diamondbacks have, I think with the pitching advantage, I think the Dodgers will beat the Diamondbacks tomorrow. Milwaukee Brewers versus San Diego Padres. The Brewers have a 56.5% chance to win, and the Padres have a 43.5% chance to win. This is at San Diego for pitchers. The Brewers have not decided on a pitcher yet at the time of recording this, and Vasquez for the Padres has an ERA at 3.94 and a whip of 1.36. So it's good pitching for Vasquez. So with no pitcher decided yet for the Brewers, it's hard to really have a lot of confidence in them in their pitching right now for this game. So I'd say it's a pitching advantage for the Padres. So with home field advantage and pitching advantage, I think the Padres will beat the Brewers tomorrow. And that's it for picks. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to my picks. Do you agree with them? Do you not? If you have different picks, you can put them in the comments. But other than that, please like, subscribe, and all that. Thank you for listening, and look forward to the next video.